Hello and welcome to the Snowcast. You probably watched our 100th episode, well I hope you did and I hope you liked it. But we're now on 101 and coming up in this week's programme we're going to tell you how you can win a pair of these goggles. But before that, we have the headlines.
Yes. Scotland's ski slopes get a spring clean. Chile's best known resort, Portillo, opens early after bumper snowfall. And we've got some top tips if you're planning to do a season. Now, this weekend, over 100 skiers and mountain enthusiasts went down to Cairngorm and Nevis Range in Scotland to help with the big spring clean. The event was organised by the ski club to help raise awareness of the rubbish left on the mountain after a winter skiing. And our own Lizzie Crookenden brought us this report.
We're up in Cairngorm this weekend for the big spring clean. It's been a great weekend. However, the weather has closed in now, but we had a great morning with over 30 people turning up to help us collect rubbish. So we've collected everything from water bottles up to a pair of very old school retro Rossi skis. But it's been a great day and everyone's really keen to make it an annual event. So hopefully we'll be back next year.
Today's really important because it's an opportunity to tidy up after the winter. And lots of people don't appreciate just how much rubbish that when you're skiing that they throw away and it often gets buried in the snow. It's only now that there's an opportunity to try and clear that up, and we're really grateful for all the volunteers that turned up and helped tidy the site up. It's really important that we look after this mountain. It's very precious to all of us, and we're very lucky in Scotland to be here and to still enjoy the skiing, and we want to do that for years to come.
Now, as you might know, the ski club set up the Respect the Mountain campaign. There's much more information about it on our website, and there's a website dedicated to it, which is respectthemountain.com. And Juliette's going to tell you a bit more about our attire.
Yes, if you want to help raise money for environmental projects, then you can buy gear like these little wristbands, only £2, and these t-shirts and lots of other stuff as well via the website. And as I said, all the money goes to good causes.
I like the hoodies, they're nice.
They're very cool, and we wear them a lot in the winter, but it's too hot now, so
yeah,
because
it's the summer. But talking about summer skiing, nice link, because at the moment, really good news for the Southern Hemisphere and South America in particular, and in Chile they've had a load of snow this week, so much so that they're opening Portillo a week early. The season usually runs from the middle of June to early October, but the resort will now open on June the 14th instead of the original date of June the 21st. As you can see from these great pictures, 328 centimetres has fallen so far this season. Ski and Boards editor Arnie Wilson has skied there and tells us that the lake will soon freeze over, allowing visitors to skate back to the hotel over the ice.
Now, it might seem a bit early to start thinking about next winter, but if you're planning to do a season, then there's a lot to think about and organise. There was a workshop here at the club last week, organised by Season Air experts and natives. Ski TV went along, and there'll be a full-length film up on the site soon with lots of useful info about doing a season.
I think it's important to be flexible. Don't go out there with an exact set idea about exactly what you're looking for. Go into the market, have a look around, look at the different options that are available. Consider what is the most important thing to you. Are you looking for ski time? Are you looking to go do loads of off-piste? Are you wanting the nightlife? Are you looking to improve your CV? You know, what is the main focus? And then look for the job.
Well, that brings back lots of happy memories for me from my season. What job did you do when you did yours?
I went to Val d'Isère and I worked in a bar/cafe, which was brilliant because I could do sort of 3 days daytime and 3 evenings. So I had 4 days on the mountain every week and 4 nights out on the brilliant razzle every week.
And wasn't there a time when you had a bit of trouble with the job, something that came up?
No, it was just that if I did a day shift and I'd been out the night before, the mornings are a little bit early, and sometimes I'd feel a little bit poorly when I was serving the fried breakfasts, etc. But I think Juliette's got a much better story than mine about bad jobs in the mountains.
Well, the worst job, I had various ones. But the worst one I had was at the end of the season. It was a job that no one else wanted, which was clearing up in a restaurant. And part of that was also cleaning out the bins at the end of the shift. So I would clear up all the plates, scrape all the old food off into the bins. And then when everyone had gone home, I would have to get inside the bin, because it was big enough for a person, and clean it all from the inside.
That's an amazing
and
job.
get covered in like dried cheese
No
and
one
chilli.
else wanted that job.
No, funnily enough, but I needed it. I was desperate.
Got this image of you in a bin.
It was
cleaning
huge. It was huge. But then I did get to snowboard home after all the punters had gone home, so that was quite nice.
Were you far enough to have a long run, or were you about 100 metres away?
10-minute run, but you know, it made it sort of worth it.
That's quite a bad job.
Yeah, but you know, makes a good story.
Yeah. But anyway, talking about mountains, we're going to move straight on to snow, and kicking off once again with Europe. And at the moment, the sort of forecast across the whole of the Alps is quite wet and heavy snow and rainy, unfortunately. But the good news is that it is going to clear up for the weekend, so it should be a nice weekend ahead. It just means that today, on Thursday and Friday, there's going to be some quite wet and heavy conditions and some quite foggy, bad visibility as well. So in Austria, at the moment, you can ski on the Dachstein Glacier. They've got 640 centimetres on the top, which is amazing. Over 6 metres of snow on the top of the mountain up there. Great news. And you can also ski on some other places. Let me just allude back to my script. Hintertux, they've got 305 centimetres. And they've got 21 kilometres apiece open. Stubai Glacier's got 200 centimetres at the top, with skiing in 19 kilometres, and that's it at the moment for Austria. And at the moment, Kaprun Glacier is closed until the 21st of June, and the Moltol Glacier is closed until the 20th of June. And so late June, you'll be able to ski in 5 different glaciers up in Austria as well. Now, moving on to France, there's no skiing available at the moment in the resorts that we report on. However, on the 14th of June, Les Deux Alpes is going to open, and then Espace Quilitina Val d'Isère will open towards the end of June as well. And in Italy, there's one resort open, the Presana Glacier, where there's 3 good runs open, but it's still a bit wet and heavy there today. And finally, in Switzerland, same situation. Zermatt's closed today because of bad weather, and Sazfé is not going to open until late June for summer skiing. So you can't ski in Switzerland today, on Thursday or Friday. However, the weekend looks much more promising, and things should liven up and get a bit nicer.
Cool.
Finally.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. North America. Canada, Black Cove Glacier is open, 14 trails, which is very cool. America, snowing in Timberline. Can you believe it? It's June and it's snowing. And more snow forecast for the coming week. Amazing. Australia. Loads of the resorts in Australia are planning to open this weekend. There'll be lots of events going on if you happen to be in that side of the planet. But it's always nice to know that resorts are opening. Perisher Blue is probably top of the list. They've got some good conditions on one of the major runs there, but needs to get sort of a little bit more snowfall to really, you know, spruce things up. New Zealand, really good conditions. Coronet Peak, they've had lots of snow recently, and it keeps snowing, and it's also cold enough for snowmaking, so I think it's going to be a good start there. Really cool. And in Chile, they've had tons of snow. They've had 370 centimetres since the beginning of their season, which is like, what, like 10 foot or something? It's a lot.
It's amazing.
It's huge. So Portillo, did you say this before?
Yes, the Portillo is opening.
We said it in the news. Portillo's opening early, a week early, and they have like the equivalent of the 3 valleys over there, which are called El Colorado, La Pava, and something else. And they're near Santiago, and they're all opening as well. And that's it for snow from me.
Brilliant. Sounds pretty good.
Got there.
I wouldn't mind a trip to Chile.
That'd be cool. James Cove, our roving reporter James Cove, might be bringing us some reports apparently from Argentina.
That'd be good.
The word on the street.
That'd be very good.
Word on the slopes.
So if you can watch more of Ski TV this week, then things to look out for in particular are a film, a Snowcast extra about the Chill Factory. I went to Manchester a few months ago to check out what it's like to do skiing inside now that you can't ski as much because it's not winter anymore. The snow's not too bad actually. It's pretty hard underneath, but there's a soft layer on top which makes it nice and grippy. The main issue I have is that it's just not long enough, but I guess that's always going to be the case on an indoor ski slope.